if you're a business owner and you're feeling a bit flat and demotivated and maybe like your business is a bit stagnant, even though you've got a team around you and you're just doing what you've always done, you're probably in a zone that we like to call the jump. And what I want to do today is explain to you why it's so common for business owners to get there and how to navigate through it. So typically around 3 to 6 years in business and around 5 to 50 employees, business owners hit this kind of wall. And you keep doing what you've always done, what worked well for you in the past, what helped you get your business started, what helped you get your business to where it is and build a team and get a good reputation, yet it stops feeling effective. Like you start to feel flat, your team starts to feel flat, the business starts to feel a bit stagnant. So it's called the jump because what's happening is what worked for you in the past what got you here isn't going to get you where you need to be. So when you started your business, you probably wanted freedom and you probably wanted creativity because those are two things that are hardwired into business owners, right? And you found that because you removed yourself from employment. Okay, so you didn't mind working loads because you still felt that you have freedom because you're doing your own thing. You're no longer employed by somebody else. And you found your creativity by making the business work, by being involved in everything, by leading your team, by adapting your service and all this stuff. So you were getting fulfilled in these key drivers of an entrepreneur. Now, around 3 to 6 years, and as that team starts to grow, that attitude of you being involved in everything, you trying to change everything because you want to be creative, starts to not be as effective. And the way that you find your freedom starts to change, or the way that you desire your freedom starts to change. You will start to not find it super cool that you're in the business all day, every day, and that the business is reliant on you. So at the start, that gave you that freedom piece, remember, because you were free from employment. But now you're actually feeling stuck in your business. You're feeling like it's a drain, like it's a trap, and that you haven't got freedom from your business because it's pulling you in. And because it's got to the stage of business where it's quite well established and you've got a team, you're probably getting pulled into routine admin and management tasks that don't give you that freedom piece, that don't give you that creativity piece. So this is where it's called the jump. You're still doing what you've always done, which is being involved in everything, working really hard, having your fingers in all the pies, but it's not fulfilling you anymore for those reasons. So this is called the jump. So you're doing what you've always done, but you're no longer feeling motivated by it because it's not fulfilling your internal drivers. And that makes you demotivated, negative impact on your team, negative impact on the business. Now, there's two things that can happen here. You can just stay here and get more demotivated as the years go on, more flat. It's going to affect your personal life. It's going to affect your health because you're not motivated every day. Okay. Or you can make the jump. You can go to the next stage. And the way that you make the jump is by doing something you probably don't like doing. And that is systemizing the business and systemizing you. We've got to systemize you, the owner. So what we have to do here is we have to think about what's the way that you do things? What's the way that you make decisions? What's your values? What's the behaviors that you like to drive? And we need to turn that into processes. What happens when you do this is you move into the systems phase of business and it does some really magical things. First of all, it frees you from routine admin and management, which is really powerful because then you get to spend time having a life and growing your business and being creative. It empowers your team because they're no longer reliant on you for everything. They've got systems they can work with so they can grow your business for you. They can feel empowered. They can feel motivated to actually make the business better and not just do tasks that you give to them. It makes your business more efficient because you've got systems in place, which means that you can make more money, you can make better margins, and you can reach more customers. And then ultimately, it makes your business a sellable asset because 80% of UK businesses that get listed for sale never sell because they're too dependent on the owner. So if we systemize you out, it becomes a sellable asset. So it's 4 wins if we make the jump. So basically, you've got to make the jump. Now, the problem is business owners typically don't like doing systems, don't like doing processes because they bore us. We like to be creative, we like to be changing, we like to be doing new stuff. But you've got to do it. So if you're feeling stuck, below this video, I've got a 20-minute walkthrough free. You don't even have to put your email in. You can click on that and it will take you through how to do this in 14 weeks. Okay, if you've got a team in place, if you've got 5 to 50 employees, you've got an established business, it'll take you 14 weeks. Implement this process, you will remove yourself from most of the admin and the management stuff that you don't hate, free yourself up to focus on growing the business, having a life and doing the stuff you enjoy, and empower your team. So it's not complicated. It's not easy because you've got to change your attitude. You've got to change the way you work. You've got to change the way you think. You've got to change the way that your team work. But it's also not complicated. So if you want to make that happen, if you're feeling stuck in the jump, I want you to get through that zone so you can have a business that thrives, so you can thrive and so your team can thrive. I'm not going to make you pay or even give me your email for that information. Just go and watch the video below this link and it will show you how to make that happen in 14 weeks so you can get back to living your business, your team can get back to being motivated, and you can have a business that you can eventually sell.